Okay, I got one side of the rock sliders on. Driver's side's on. I had to take my rear fenders back off and cut that slot right there and notch that right there. And now it's back on there. But one side down. Looks pretty tough. Well, like a putz, I didn't change out my steering shaft bearing that I meant to replace. Never got to it, and then just forgot about it. Well, now I'm having to knock it off here and redo it. Well, install the new one anyway. As you can see, the bearings are busted up. Some of them's gone. And this collar looks like crap, so I got a replacement. I've had it, just never did put it in. Here's the bearing, and here's the retaining clip, or not retaining clip, but it's more of a lock for the bearing, holds it in place. And I'm going to use the same old clip, but this is all that's left of that plastic piece. So what I had going on was this. It was just kind of bouncing around whenever I would steer the Jeep, and I realized it again and remembered that I had to do it, so here I am, tearing it back apart to finish it. So throw this together real quick. Alright, today I'm working on the back seat. I got to mount the back seat in, so peeled the carpet back, just velcroed down. So putting these mounts in right now, and then I don't have a new back seat. It's too cheap. So I cleaned up the old back seat. It's got a little crappy spot right there, but what the hell. So I'm putting this back seat in there. It looks alright. So putting that back in there. Right now I'm waiting on seat belts. So I took these old belts out of these plastic boots, I guess. These are what's going to go in between the seats. I need those long plastic boots like that because I have to still put that Smittybilt center console in here. So it's real tall, so I need those boots that'll come out here so I can actually get seat belted in this thing. So whenever them seat belts come in, I've already got the tools set up ready to go. Even got my bolts right there ready to go. As soon as them seat belts get here, get it hooked up, and I'm ready to get this thing inspected so I can start cruising it. But that's where I'm at for today anyway. Alright, got my back seat in. Seat belts are back there, just thread them through, and it's all ready to go. Well, what started out to be an easy job turned into a pain. These two bolts came out pretty easy. These two bolts, not so much. They broke off, so now I'm going to weld these nuts on the studs and try it again. Well, success. I got all 4 bolts out. That's what I had to do. I had to get some nuts, put them on there, and then weld them on, ground them down, got a good bite with a welder, and then took them off. What a pain. Well, that's a YJ. Always breaking bolts off. Okay. Got the actuator pump here, what's left of it, or exact actuator, 4x4 actuator, I guess you want to call it. Anyway, this is the casing. I had to cut this whole thing off in order to get this out of here because this diaphragm here, I mean, it's seized in there pretty good. So I had to get to this fork, shifting fork here. So now I can slide it off once I take off these E-clips right there, and one on this side over here. And I can slide this sucker out and put it on the new one, which this is the new one by Alloy, and I'm not real impressed by their quality. I've already had to re-tap this this filler plug right here, and yeah, that kind of sucks. But hopefully that's the only problem I have with their brand. Anyway, just moving on. Okay, I got this shifter fork out of the mess here, and when I put it in the new actuator here, I noticed that it was kind of binding, it was catching inside there, because the inside of this aluminum is pretty rough. So I ground down this lip right here, that seam from when it was made, and when I did, I went ahead and polished it with a wire wheel, and now it's moving a heck of a lot more freely. It's not catching or anything, so hopefully that will help it out. Well, I got the four-wheel drive actuator, cable drive actuator on. It's all wired in, works fine. The four-wheel drive light comes on when I pull the lever out and to lock it in four-wheel drive, and then when you push it back in to take it out, the light goes out like it's supposed to, and it actually goes into four-wheel drive too. And here's the four-wheel drive cable system. Turn the key on here. So when I put it in four-wheel drive comes on. Push it in, it shuts it off. So you go into four-wheel drive by pulling the stick into four-wheel drive, grabbing this, puts you in four-wheel drive mode, and it locks it there. And if it wants to slide in, you just twist this tighter. But when you're done, put it back into too high, and then close it off. And that's it. Well, I got one of the doors on. The black hinges on blue look really good. Works good. This is the old piece of weather stripping I saved, and it's got that little thing there. It's going to drive me nuts. Maybe needing a little bit more adjusting, but sure works good and looks good. Now for the driver's side. Alright, this driver's side, put it on, and it's still bent just a little bit, so I decided to work on these. This one was fine. This one was had a bolt broke off, so I've been drilling and grinding. Two drill bits broken later, I was able to tap it out and get it back together the way it's supposed to be. So that burned up a lot of my time on the driver's side door here. So I got to get weather stripping for this door. I have to order that and then put it all together. I got the parts all right here, bagged up, ready to go. Just got to put it together. I do like it with doors on. Looks weird with one door over there and no door here. Anyway, this door over here, I'm going to have to bend it. It's off maybe about an inch. It doesn't want to sit right here at the top back. It wants to kind of bow out a little bit. So, I'm going to have to jack with it a little bit.